Good evening, if you're here. We're going to be starting a funny little streaming series tonight that I'm going to do. I'm sure you can hear some utter bollocks going on in the background. And that is because we're going to be doing something called Chazlington Watches. Yeah, I'm not racing. We're watching MX-5s. Because why fucking wouldn't you? We're watching bottom split MX-5s at Lime Rock. So we can either have a brilliant time watching these low rated drivers in the iRacing service have a whale of a time around Lime Rock, or we can just laugh at them. But obviously that's not very nice. So I hope you'll stick along with me and have a good time watching this. We have been provided with a overlay by the wonderful Pascal Higlin, and Alex Simpson from Apex Racing TV has allowed me to use it for my own use, which I'm very grateful for. Currently watching Anthony, I don't even know how to say that fucking name. Guarnieri, we're going to go with. He's currently on pole position, and second is Thomas Burke. Now in qualifying you can only see one car at a time at this stage. Let's fuck the music off at that point. We have Thomas Burke now third, because Julio Camba Martinez, this guy, has just taken second place. Let's have a quick play around with some of the cameras, but no, it's Lime Rock, this shit. As it stands then, there's only 4 guys that have qualified. It looks like Pedro Palacio has done a lap, but it hasn't counted. He's got an off track as he goes a bit hot into turn 1, and that's not going to do him any favours whatsoever. We've got Kyle Ho. We're just going to call him Kyle Ho for the sake of it. He's got 2 off tracks at the moment. He's coming around the second to last as he dips down the terrifying final corner at Lime Rock. And Kip, it's the actual bottom split. It genuinely is bottom split right now. I believe I may have I rating available. I do have I rating available. The highest I rating in this race is actually, let's have a ganders, Pedro Palacio. And he has 1,051 I rating. The lowest is Sergio Sanchez, who isn't actually on track currently. And he has 812. So it should be interesting to watch. Should be good fun. I'm hoping it's not too fucking boring, but it's a good place to start. We're going to actually be trying to cover 2 races tonight, this being the first of them. The second one I'm keeping a secret until afterwards. Just looking down the order though, it doesn't look like many guys have got laps in. Ronald Crabb, whose livery hasn't loaded yet. There he is. He's not set a time either, so it looks like these boys aren't having much luck. Either that or Ronald went out on track quite late. Let me just have a quick look down the... Oh yeah, he only left the pit lane this time round actually, so we'll go on board with our Ronald. See what we can let's see what he can achieve. Let's dive down then into the second to last, sorry, the last corner of Lime Rock. Doesn't use all the road, keeps over to the left as you naturally have to. This guy's clearly not using a clutch. Goes into turn 1 then, brakes just at the 200, I'll say, I don't know whether it's 200 metres, 200 millimetres, whatever. Keeps it nice and smooth around there, turns a little bit harder into the second part of the corner, runs wide though. It's not going to be, we're not going to be seeing optimal lines and braking opportunities taken by these boys tonight. This is going to be purely people learning. He's missed that apex as well, runs a little bit wide, doesn't get an off track though. He's got his foot planted to the floor as he goes into what I believe will be either turns 3 or 4. Misses that apex as well. But he actually survives the little rise there. Second to last. There's an apex there somewhere, son. Come on. See if you can hit an apex. Go on, lad. He's getting there. Uses no curb at all. Coming across the line then, Ronald Crabb. What's he going to do? He's got a 59.2 to beat. 1 minute, 0.5. Puts him 4th on the grid then. Qualifying nearly come to an end. And Mr. Brian Holmes joins us. What up? I never said this was going to be professional. As we see Ronald Crabb becoming the king of understeer in a mere moment. He's definitely the queen of apexes. I'm not sure what you mean about passwords, Brian. Can you elaborate, please, darling? As we see Crabb still going at it then. Still giving it everything in the number 2 MX-5. Into the final corner. Oh, he actually uses some curb. No, it's not hosted. This is official. This is official bottom split MX-5s. This is the pinnacle. Oh no, it's just the stream that's secretive. So then, as we have a quick look over at the grid, we have Stenkweist on pole position apparently. No, the grid is not working yet, so fuck off. There we go. Let's get the beautiful logo back in, the little time thing. Now the grid's working, so fuck it off again. Guarnieri puts it on pole with Julio Martinez 2nd. Thomas Burke, no relation to Steve, is 3rd. Ronald Crabb puts it 4th. And Jamie Connolly puts it 5th. Everyone else didn't set a time. Pedro Palacio with that massive 1051 I rating. He's the boy to watch here. Cajo, which has some sort of syllable, starts 7th on the grid with Nicholas Roger, which I'm sure is not his real name because he's French. Sergio Sanchez is 9th. Alan Goldie is 10th, with Johan Stenkweist, previously mentioned, is 11th on the grid. Ferran Perez is in 12th. And that's the whole grid. That's the whole grid. So this is going to be an absolute fuckfest. As we look back now from pole sitter, Anthony Guarnieri. We're betting 6 dead by turn 2. Okay. Well, we'll go for good old Blimpy boy. The lights are coming on then. We're ready to go. And they're off. It's not a very good start by 3rd place Thomas Burke. He's lost a place to Ronald Crabb already. This camera's absolute shit, so we're going to go to TV1. Looking down the order then, who's going to have who? There's the 4 wide in there. Cajo is going kablam. Somehow he's still on, but who's that? That's Nicholas Roger. Oh, they're around. Number 7, number 5. That's Pedro Palacio. Highest I rating in the race, and well, he's fucked it. That's the number 7 as well, Jamie Connolly. Having a bit of an incident there. Let's have a quick look then. Oh, that was wonderful to watch. As we look back then, Nicholas Roger was the one that goes off. He's just going to drive off. It was ahead of them that... Oh, Cajo just... well, he just ploughed into an accident that already happened there. That was number 7, Jamie Connolly. And then you've got this beautiful... oh, well, yeah, that's... marvellous. Absolutely marvellous driving then. As we go back live, race leader, Guarnieri, still leading the way then after lap 1 ahead of Julio Camba Martinez, Ronald Crabb 3rd. Cajo has gained 3 places through the madness into 4th. But, oh, well, there's your race leader going off. That's Guarnieri, straight on at turn 1. This is just, it's beautiful. Ronald Crabb now is going to be chasing down Guarnieri. As we go on board into the madhouse, you can see how the field is nice and close together still after lap 1. Look at the understeer, that's just magnificent. Go on, there you go. He's up now. Save it. There you go. Beautiful stuff by Ronald Crabb there, showing us the excellence. As we look into 5th place, Nicholas Roger, nowhere to be seen. But behind that, there's actually a battle. This is Thomas Burke and Sergio Sanchez then, giving it everything they've got. We've got apparently people going off track. Ronald Crabb went off track not long ago. Let's have a quick look. Oh, that was what we were on board with, so ignore that. Here he is then. As this is the battle to look at then. Thomas Burke chasing down Sergio Sanchez. This is lap 3 of 20, coming on to lap 4. As you can, someone's clearly giving it death in the pit lane. That's Pedro Palacio. He obviously can't get it in gear. Not quite sure what happened to Sergio Sanchez there. He just sort of let Thomas Burke past. but with an I rating of 812, that's probably what you've got to do. Martinez then leads the way, but it's Ronald Crabb and Guani. Well, oh, okay, that's just become a thing. Ronald Crabb there with an incident that I can't even explain, and then Cahoe's got in the wall as well. These are the professionals of sim racing, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you're enjoying this. Was that Nicholas Roger having a bit of a wobble there? Not sure. He's gained 4 places though, so he's doing really well for himself. Cahoe's having a bit of a nightmare. He's going to have to drive it home, bring it into the into the pit lane. It's been as entertaining as I want it to be. Palaccio's actually on track now. He's in 9th place overall. And there's race leader then, Martinez. Guarnieri in the number 3 car is coming up to lap Pedro Palaccio. I've got a couple of cars that didn't start the race. Nicholas Rogers is actually the biggest mover at the moment. He's actually 3rd overall. I don't think any of these cars are completely straight all over. Thomas Burke actually might have a straight car. As Cahoe gets it all sort of sideways. He's going to lose a place here to Thomas Burke. Burke goes past him on his left. That car's not even going straight anyway. I think it's he can inherit Ronald Crabb's surname. So he's Crab right now. He's still driving it though, so fair play to him. He's not giving up. Someone else that's not giving up is Sergio Sanchez, who's not a fan of Apexes as it turns out from that. You're right, Kip. This does need a daily broadcast. This is fantastic. Johan Stenkeist not in the race, clearly. Alan Goldie isn't. Ferran Perez isn't either. So we're not seeing the best of them there. As we look now at race leader Julio Camba Martinez actually driving some racing lines around Lime Rock, which is great to see. 2nd place then just in the background there is Guarnieri. And then 3rd place, just coming over the horizon, is Nicholas Roger. Thomas Burke is 4.6 seconds back from him. And then he's got Cahoe behind him as well. But in the background there then, gaining, is Sergio Sanchez. Well, I'd say he was gaining, but there we go. He's kept it alive. That's a very good idea, Scott, yes. There you go. I apologise for my ignorance. I was too busy sort of laughing internally at these lot. As we look at Ho now in 5th place. Sorry, we're on board with Sanchez. Ho is now behind him. And in the wall. Let's have a quick look at that. I missed that while trying to put the timing screen up. Oh, this isn't going to be pretty because that car is oversteering like a bitch. Turns it into the last corner. And it just doesn't want to play. It's bouncing around and listen, there it is. Shame there for Cahoe as we look back at Martinez now, who is on the grass in the... Oh, well, that was his race lead absolutely gone. What a time to come back. That didn't go well for Martinez as he ruins the groundsman's day. He puts his foot down too early and he's going to spin it again on the grass here. There's no wall for him to put it in, fortunately, there. Nicholas Roger goes through. He carries on. Is he going to put it in the pits? What is... I don't know what Thomas Burke was thinking then. This is insane stuff to watch. Thomas Burke then back where he started on the grid, 3rd now. Sergio Sanchez is about to inherit 4th position from Martinez. Jamie Connolly still going after his embarrassing turn 1. And yes, Scotty, this is the bottom split in the official Mazda MX-5 Rookie Cup. And it's provided a lot of entertainment already. We're only on lap 7 out of 20, but I feel that the race may be a little bit more spread out now as we see Guarnieri, who has got back in the lead. He started on pole position. Nicholas Roger in 2nd place. He's gained 6 positions and only got 1 off track. Although Sergio Sanchez, to be fair to him, he's, I think the quote is, just here for SR, because he's got no incident points so far, and he's gained 5 positions. He's in 4th place overall. Jamie Connolly is closing in on him quite quickly, though, behind. As you will see here, if I've got that right. Clearly not. Because he's nowhere near anyone. I was going to try and put something up. Yeah, definitely, Ellis. I'd get on that, get them involved, give them a message, get them in the BSR MX-5 series. Sounded like a car was coming out of the pits then. Palacio is still on track after his turn 1 incident. It was it was Martinez that left the pit lane after his incident before. He's actually in 6th place still. Nicholas Roger then, still in 2nd, chasing down Guarnieri, running a little bit wide there. Plenty of curb. And then he's got Thomas Burke chasing him down in 3rd. And lovely livery that he's got there. Absolutely, just it's inspiring. There's cars in the pit lane I can still hear. Oh, apparently Sanchez has gone off track. He's got his first incident point. Let's have a quick look. He's just going to run wide at the right-hander, isn't he? Or is he going to go too far on the inside? Oh, he's made a mess of that. Kept out of the wall though. Good job. Palacio has apparently gone off track now. Let's quickly look at that. And there's the boy, number 5. See how he manages it. He's just going to understeer wide, is he? There he goes. Oh, no, he's put it in the wall. Well, great job by Palacio there. So we look back at race leader Guarnieri then, coming through the final corner. And that's a very good shout, Scotty. I appreciate that. I need to have a quick ganders at stuff like that, to be fair. I've not gone massively into it. But we're halfway through the race then as Guarnieri goes on to lap 10. Nicholas Roger is 6 seconds back. Thomas Burke 3 seconds back from him. Sergio Sanchez 11 seconds back from him. And then Jamie Connolly another 16 seconds back. With this man, Martinez, 6th overall. Jamie Connolly has apparently gone off the track and come back on not long ago. We ride on board then with Martinez showing us around the beautiful Lime Rock circuit. There's a horrible curb on that inside there. You don't want to touch that. It really bounces the car around. And yeah, we've got 5 cars out of the race then. Palacio, Crab, Stenkeis, Goldie and Perez I don't even think started the race, to be fair to them. But Ho, Martinez, Connolly, Sanchez, they've all been involved in accidents so far. I think it's only Burke, Roger and Guarnieri that haven't died at some point in the race. Guarnieri then at 1 minute .3 on his last lap there. Roger, personal best, 1 minute .168. That's his personal best time in the race so far. Fastest lap of the race was actually by Julio Camber Martinez. As we have a quick look now at the best lap times overall. There you go, 59.4. It's half a second quicker than anyone else's best lap. Actually, sorry, Palacio did a 59.6, you can see there. Sounds like Martinez is having a bit of an issue here. Either that or he's just keeping it in a really high gear and forgot to change down. But this is, yeah, I think bottom split is probably the more entertaining one to watch. The racing may not be as good, but if you've ever seen anything like that first lap, then I'm not sure where, but it can't have been great. Let's have a look at another interesting stat from the race, top speeds of people. So currently Burke is the best. No, Palacio again, 193. Crab, 193 as well. But that's in kilometres an hour, and I feel dirty looking at that, so we're going to get rid of that. And just in case you wonder what car people are in, there you go, they're all in Mazdas. So then, look back at Guarnieri, who's just at the fastest time through Sector 2. He's got purple sectors. This far through the race, when tyre wear is going to be a big issue for these boys. Clearly not. 952 I rating is Anthony Guarnieri. So he needs to break into the 1,000 mark. Hopefully this race can do that for him if he gets the win. Bit of a wobble there on the exit. We've not seen any notification on my timing screen of people going off track for a while, so makes a nice little change as Connolly comes across the line as a 1 minute 2.2. That's not a very fast lap for him, to be fair. His best was a 101.7, so it's half a second down on what he's used to. Actually says we've got 5 people watching. It's probably UKIP with 4 fake accounts, isn't it? And where's Ho? Ho still 7th, started 7th. I don't know whether that car's still crabbing or not, or whether he's actually... oh, hey up, save it, son. Good lad, keep it going. Nicholas Rogers gone off track apparently, 2nd place man, so let's have a look. Is he just going to run wide in the second to last? It does need rain. Can you imagine this in the rain? That scared the life out of me. He's going to run wide in the second to last. There he goes. But he's kept it going, so he's done alright. Fair play. And there he is now, second place. He is 6.7 seconds behind Garnieri. But Thomas Burke is only 4.5 seconds behind him, and I think he's catching him. They seem to be doing similar lap times. As gets a bit scary there. That was a bit worrying. Need to get Steve Burke in on this. Get him racing with these boys. You're right, Scott. It is Kip. 3 other accounts of him. Thanks for getting me the viewing figures though, Kip. I appreciate that. It's nice to see the support. So now this is the battle that's developing. Nicholas Roger has had a moment, it seems. Apparently Martinez has crashed somewhere. Either that or he's just going that slow that I was told earlier today that there's a speed threshold. Oh no, he has crashed. Oh no, no he hasn't. Never mind. There's apparently a speed threshold for the cars that when they go under a certain speed, I get told I get told that someone's had a crash. That's Roger getting it all wrong into turn 1. And that's where the gap has disappeared to. We'll go back live with him then, looking back at Steve, not Thomas Burke, chasing him down. Gets a bit of a slide on at the final corner. Need to put my phone on silent, clearly. I'm not sure whether you could hear that or not. 5 laps to go then. Garnieri still leading the race. He's got a 10.5 second 10.5 second lead now. Only 5 cars on the lead lap, which isn't rare for Rockingham. I'm joking. Lime Rock. Shame not to see everyone start the race. It looks like Stenkeis, Goldie and Perez didn't actually start, looking at the timing screen. Cajo still 7th. Martinez still 6th. But it looks like Burke is going to be chasing Nicholas till the end here. He's just going to try and force Nicholas into a mistake. He goes quite far on the inside there on the grass. And he's really gained up on him now. We might be actually up to... we might actually see an actual battle on track here, rather than people just crashing. So hold your horses and strap yourselves down. Cut your spleen out, put it in your hand. Oh, listen to that lift. Oh, well, he didn't need to lift at all. Oh, they've both gone off. He clipped the grass, but he's made the move. That was outstanding. Brilliant driving there by Thomas Burke to take second place, he says with a lot of sarcasm. Nicholas Roger then just gave it up, it seems. And he needs to watch out, because... Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought it was Sergio Sanchez behind him, but it was actually Martinez. Oh, purple sector 2 for Garnieri. Look at him go. Still leading the race then. By quite a while. I don't know what line that was into the final corner, but he's still on the road, so it makes a difference over a lot of the other guys. Apparently Nicholas Roger crashed, but that's just because he slowed down enough. Apparently Cajo has crashed. Oh, he's actually gone off track. Let's have a look. Oh, he's getting involved with someone. He's getting involved with... who was that? That's Jamie Connolly. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful work, boys. Beautiful work. So this is now second place. Thomas Burke. He started 3rd on the grid. Yeah, we do need 40 cars. Can you imagine that, Kip? This would be great fun to watch. We need to get 40 people with sub 1,000 I rating. There's only 3 people in this race with more than 1,000 I rating, and we're only talking 1,051 for the highest one of them. So if we can get a number of these guys together, I think we'd be on for a good series. As Sergio Sanchez has apparently gone off track. Let's have a ganders. 4th place man. Is he just going to clip the curb on the inside? going a bit quick in there. He's going to clip the curb on the inside, and yeah. Oh, kept it running though, kept it running. Good lad. He's still in 4th place overall at the moment then. Is Cajo anywhere near Jamie Connolly now? He is not. Pedro Palacio is out of the race. Just clicked on his name and there he was. It is Connolly ahead of him on track then. After that lovely little incident earlier. Sergio Sanchez was the last person to go off track then. 18 minutes in. Oh, and that's race leader. Guarnieri's off. He's in the wall. I literally just went to go to him to say that he's got another lap to go, another lap and a bit. And there's not much left of that. Please don't put it into the middle of the track, mate. Well, there goes Thomas Burke then taking the lead, and he's going to drive the wrong way into the pit. That's absolute gold there. Brilliant by Anthony Guarnieri. Love it. We'll have a quick look back at his incident and see what happened. Oh, it counts him as going off track there. Let's try it again. We probably need to go further back from there, actually. I think he might have even gone off on the inside of the final corner. Let's have a ganders. Oh, he's just run it wide. Got a slide on. He's going to overcorrect it, isn't he? Yep. There she goes. Apparently Nicholas Rogers done the same. Well, not the same, but he's gone off track. It might just be a quick trip onto the dust on the outside of turn 2. We'll have a look. Oh, just gets a slide on the brakes there. Yeah, he kept her running though. Fair play. Okay, and Guarnieri's left the pit lane now. Wounded and in 4th place, but that's a very clean looking car for someone that's just binned it. And you're right, Kip, no one does want to win this race. I think they don't want to be king of noobs. As we look at Thomas Burke then, he might be about to inherit that title on the final lap of the race. Scary stuff really, if we look at the intervals then as they cross the line. Nearly 4 second lead. Palacio then 11 laps down out of the race. I don't know about you, but I've found this very entertaining so far. Oh, we've not got my little logo in the corner. There you go. Look at it. Beautiful. So Thomas Burke coming up to the second to last corner then. With Nicholas Roger in 2nd place, gaining 6 places. Misses an apex just for the nice little piece of entertainment there. He gets a bit too much curb. Don't lose it, son. And Thomas Burke is your race winner in the bottom split. Rookie MX-5 series. Great drive. Great drive. And that's Nicholas Roger coming across the line then in 2nd place. Well played, son. Sergio Sanchez is going to come home in 3rd. Gaining 6 places from 9th on the grid. And you've got to feel bad for Guarnieri, who's only halfway around the lap. In 4th place currently. 2 laps to go and he decided to become best friends with a wall. He nearly had a bit of a mishap then as well. Here he comes then to the corner where he met his doom. Anthony Guarnieri, ladies and gentlemen, 4th place. Only a couple of seconds ahead of Jamie Connolly, who was chasing down Cajo at the end there as well. And that will be that. As Jamie Connolly there takes a little escape road at the end. Okay, well that was that. And we should just about have some results for you in 1 second. I'm going to do a lot of clicking, get rid of some shit. Okay, and here we go then. So Thomas Burke wins the race, nearly 5 seconds ahead of Nicholas Roger. Sergio Sanchez finishes 2nd. I realised. Oh, read that at the top. iRacing Production Car Challenge Okayama. Can you tell where I've tested this? Thomas Burke then wins the race, not at Okayama. Had a Nicholas Roger, Sergio Sanchez, Anthony Guarnieri, 42 seconds down from the lead in the end. Jamie Connolly, the last car on the lead lap, in 5th. Julio Martinez was 1 lap down with Cajo in 7th. Pedro Palacio, 14 laps down in 8th. Ronald Crabb, 9th. Alan Goldie, Johan Stenquist, and Ferran Perez, as we said, did not take the race start. So on that note, I will leave you for a few minutes. You can look at this beautiful logo I've got, and I will just take a few minutes break, and I'll be right back for another race in a different series. Oh, I'll tell you what, yeah, watch this.
I was naive and reckless. You were the one that kept me down. Taught me everything that my own parents couldn't. We were in love like fire, but maybe some things aren't meant to last. One by one, unaware of our matches burning out. We don't need no money, we just need somebody. We just need someone to spend the you and I. Someday when we're steady, maybe when we're ready, you and I will still remember us.
Oh, you can hear me scream in the background. Ah, I want professional. Oh, wait up, look, that's in the wrong place. Get it out of the way. Hey! There you go. On a positive note, I know what we're going to be watching next, so bear with me. And we're just downloading the content necessary. Because iRacing's got such a fantastic download server, we're downloading at 300 kilobytes a second. Nice to see you, Ryan. Sorry I didn't see you pop into the chat earlier. Thanks for coming along, my dude. I sound like Captain Canada saying stuff like that. Let's not do that. Okay, the sim is, for some reason, not loading in the center of the screen or not responding, so that's great news. Okay, iRacing sim. Why are you doing... Oh no, fuck off. It opened the UI for some reason, and we don't want that. No one wants that. No one wants the new iRacing UI. Okay, we will be entering a new thing in a minute. Yeah, rest in peace downloads, honestly. Kip, you're too good at this, man. You're too fucking good at this. We're going to be watching the Spec Racer Fords at Road America, because we all know that the Spec Racer Fords love some straight line speed. Fair play to Kip for guessing that one, but obviously it's the next race up, so fuck it. Give it a share, come on, give it a like. Let us know that we're there. Let others know that we're here, sorry. Let's go get the stream on the road. Let's get the stream on the road. Oh, can you tell I'm listening back to it? Oh. Yeah, let's fuck that off. Not sure which split I'm going to go for, actually, Alice. It might be some good racing, so if you want to join in, mate, I'll keep an eye out for which one you're in. We'll go from there. Just realised as well, I should just put the thing in. Let's go for a different copyright-free song. Rather than that one. Oh, there's nothing good. I don't want to go copyright. Let's just keep this fucker on. The song you're listening to, by the way, is called Outside by Ixon. Came across it the other day. Lovely little tune. Yeah, Formula Renault 2.0 isn't actually a car I've got, unfortunately, Scott. I'd love to get it because I've been told it's an absolute beast to drive. But yeah, I just I've just never got around to buying the fucker. So. Hope you're enjoying the idea anyway of commentating on random crap. Makes my night entertaining. I enjoy doing it. Helps me hone my skills, let's say, but with language and pure honesty, which is nice. I mean, you got to be honest with people when you're broadcasting about them, but sometimes you just got to hold your tongue a little bit. What I might even do is, I don't want to pop the same trailer back on for you. Need to try and find out. Oh, wait up, we don't want to be doing that. Sorry. Not quite sure what you mean, Scott. Are you always looking for streams? Like, as in you or me? Just checking when the next race is on. I believe it's 10:15. And then you skip that the SRFs will start. And then we'll get straight on in. A little bit of trading paints on the go. Yeah, we've got 19 cars registered at the moment, so that's good to have. Nice little bit of participation there. We could even watch a bit of practice, I suppose, but I don't think it allows you to. Any idea? Does it let you watch practice? Oh, it does. It does let you watch open practice. Oh, I didn't know that. Although we'd have to sort of quit. Do it, Kip. Aha, I can see you in the practice. I'll keep an eye out for which split that you're in. And we're about to watch Kip Stevens make a mess of the Spec Racer Ford. But I'm sure he's going to make it nice and entertaining. I've got a little bit of admin to do with the positions and shit. There you go. We'll be back in a mo. We'll be rolling in a sec. Just give me a minute. Session should be live in just a moment. Thanks for sticking around though, really appreciate it. Not sure who else is watching, says 4 people, so I imagine that's Ryan, Scott. Yeah, I always join as spectators, mate. I don't, I never go as like a driver and then ghost it. I always go into the watch page. To be fair, Ryan, I like to do it on YouTube because that's where my sort of presence is because of all my other videos. Do check them out, by the way, if you've never seen anything else that I've done. I'm quite proud of the portfolio I've built up over time. Never got many views or anything, to be fair, but just got to keep plugging away, haven't you? You just got to do it. The right person sees you one day, you never know what could happen. But in honesty, I've never actually streamed on Twitch. My friend and teammate Tom Jacobs does a bit of stream work on Twitch. I can't remember what his Twitch address is. I think it's Spook GTI. Let's just have a quick look. Spook GTI Twitch. Yeah, it's Spook GTI. If you want to go and check his stuff out. Like I said earlier, though, massive thanks to Alex Simpson and Apex and Pascal Higlin for allowing me to use the overlay for my own purpose and my own streams. Obviously, I'm not broadcasting on behalf of Apex, so please don't take anything I say as their opinions or their work. We're a lot more professional when we're obviously on those broadcasts. We're just doing this for a bit of fun tonight. And as it stands, we are just about to jump into the Spec Racer Forward session then. Trading Paints is on, so we're going to start refreshing textures when we get in there. Yeah, they do, Ryan. Yeah, they upload straight away once you've finished. You can choose them not to, but I think it stores in your sort of in your library on YouTube, and then you can just choose whether it goes live or not. Yeah, Scott, that's what I'd love to do. Actually, I was going to ask about that, whether it can stream. If we could have a chat about maybe doing something where it streams from YouTube over to Facebook as well. That would be absolutely brilliant. I know that Apex has done that before, but I didn't have time to figure out how. So it'd be good if we could have a chat about that, please, if you get a sec. I'm going to be in Discord in a little bit, unless if you want to pop in. Okay, I'm just loading into the session now. We should be with some beautiful shelving units. I mean, Spec Racer Fords in a moment. I do banners for YouTube, yeah. I have my own one that I've done. Getting some lovely latency out of this session at the moment. Let's just check Trading Paints. It's loading liveries currently. That's probably why. Downloading liveries and streaming at the same time is probably not helping. But yeah, I do I've got all templates and things to do banners for YouTube if you want me to, Ryan, so I'd happily do something for you if you need it. We're going to fuck the music off. Get the results out of the way. Get the series logo out. And practice is just finishing now, so we should have some Spec Racer Fords on track now then. Let's get on down and see what's what. We do have a number 9 car that is a Mr. Kip Stevens in the race. He's not left the pits yet though. Let's have a quick look at what we've got then. Here's Dave Gaspers. We're going to reload the textures just while we're on... Oh, great stuff there by Gaspers. Kip is the only person not to have left the pits yet. Look at this guy's name. Dimitrios Houdeludis. That's how I'm going to be saying that one. As he comes down, he's in one of the very famous Marlboro liveries that we've probably, that you all know and love. Haha, get it? We've got Richard Gortatowski, sorry, who's probably going for one of the best names. I used to run that livery in pretty much the same colours with the Intel badge on it. That's quite scary. Going to look at the timing table on the left, which will come up eventually. You will see people's lap times coming up over the course of qualifying. I was going to say, Scott, because obviously you're all the way over in Oz, then, oh, Kip's the wrong way round. as he gets going. Go on, Kip. Give us some. Very tricky car to drive, to be fair. I just want to make something clear here. We're currently... Let me just have a quick look down the list then. Jeffrey Vincent, the number 17 car. Jeff has... I mean, no disrespect to Jeff. This is more of a serious race that we're going to be watching. Jeff has an I rating of 1,265, which you'd be talking mid-table. I mean, people like Nuno Pedrosa, who I've raced against before, has an I rating of 1,466. This is David Gaspers, who has an I rating of 8,231. And Jonathan Madden, who's very close to him on track actually, has an I rating of 7,674. So there's going to be a large spread of talent in this race. Michael Shaw, 4,000. Hoodaludis has got 5,500 I rating. Suelo Almeida has nearly 3,000 I rating. So as we see these boys qualifying at the moment, you've just got to think this is going to be quite an interesting thing to watch. There might be a big spread, there might be a big crash. Either way, I've known that the Spec Racer Fords actually give out some really good racing, so I'm actually quite glad I've jumped into this. Should be good to watch as we see Kip at the moment on his lap. Well, on his out lap, I imagine. Just a quick one for anyone watching at the moment. Are the sounds okay? Can you at least hear the cars and stuff in the broadcast? I know they're probably quite quiet, to be fair, but not sure how long the race is actually. They're usually about 20-25 minutes. Actually, I've just realised. What time is it where you are, Scott? You're 7 hours ahead, isn't it? Like, aren't you meant to be going work? Because oh, Kip's lost it into the last corner. It's going to ruin his run up the straight to get on his hot lap. That'll mean he's doing about 40 miles an hour. Fastest Sector 2 time so far is by Dave Gaspers. Fastest Sector 3 time so far is by Hoodaludis. And fastest Sector 1 time is Jonathan Madden. So it's the numbers 1, 2 and 3 cars are dominating proceedings at the moment. Look at Gaspers now. Coming into the kink. Let's go on board. You've got to be very careful with these cars. They're really good when you're on the throttle. Although Gaspers has actually got some off tracks here, so I think he might be using this as practice. Oh wow, it's nearly 5 in the morning to Scott. That's commitment to be watching, mate. I appreciate that a lot, thank you. Watching my shitty YouTube streams at 5 AM, that means a bit, that's good. These cars are horrific on the brakes. If you've ever driven it, you'll know exactly what I mean. Takes a good driver to master it. Jonathan Madden then. Yeah, these guys aren't really they're not setting laps that are valid. Everyone's got off tracks. This grid's just going to be a mess. Okay, Jonathan Madden then, 2:34.8. Not the fastest of laps I've ever heard of around Road America. He's about 3 seconds faster than everyone else though around him. As you can see, the other guys there setting 2:37s, 2:41 by Pedrosa. Some of these guys 3,000 I rating though as well near the top. The top 5 is Michael Shaw there, 4,000 I rating. He goes second. Big spread of times down the board then. Dave Gaspers has 4 incident points so far. He's the highest of anyone in the session. We look back to Kip, see how he's getting on. Kip through the kink as Andrew Love goes last with a 2:53.7. Pellegrini is third at the moment. It says these guys are on pit exit, but I imagine, yeah, that's just when the car is just sat there, so I was just checking just to see if they were coming back out, but you probably couldn't get the car back around and do a hot lap before the 8 minutes is up. Hopefully Kip's going to get a lap in. He's got 2 incident points, which I think he got both of them on his out lap. Onto the brakes for the final corner. Oh, you can see the car trying to get away from him there. As he plants it, you can see how well this car accelerates. Not. Up the straight. It barely makes it up the hill. And where does Kip qualify? Yeah, he doesn't put a lap in. It's not valid. He might actually... Oh, no, he has, sorry. There's a delay. It's a 2:43 exactly, so it puts him 11th on the grid. Michael Shaw is still on track. Quite a nice livery on that car, actually, which makes a change. Gortatowski goes 8th with a 2:37.9. Jacobson's up there as well. Jeff Jacobson in 7th place. Carl Vetters is up to 6th. Got to think Michael Shaw then can beat his lap. Sorry, Scott, we've only just seen your comment. I hope you had a nice time in the good old EU. It's an absolute shower of shit at the moment in the UK. Dave Gaspers goes 2nd then. Huda Ludis goes 3rd. Only 2/10 between those boys. Well, 3/10 with Huda Ludis involved. And that's the end of qualifying then. That's the end of that. Quick run down the grid then as the guys get ready. Madden on pole. Only 0.02 of a second between him and Gaspers. Huda Ludis 3rd, 2/10 back. Ty Kim, I've raced with him before actually. Half a second down in 4th place. Michael Shaw puts it 5th. 2 Canadians there on the grid together. Carl Vetters is going to start 6th with Alberto Pellegrini in 7th and Suelio Almeida, 2 Brazilians on the 4th row of the grid, in 8th in number car 8. Okay, now car number 8. Jeff Jacobson 9th with Gortatowski 10th. Vasilescu is 11th with Dimitri Shutko in 12th place. A little bit further down the order then to the last guys there. Nuno Pedrosa 13th, Jeff Vincent 14th, Kip Stevens 15th, 8 seconds down the pace, and Andrew Love 18 seconds down. Derek Hutchins and Horny Yak, which I'm not even going to get into that in car 18, doesn't set a time. So the cars then now getting ready. There's the order on the left. We'll let it sort itself out in the meantime as we look at Michael Shaw then, 5th on the grid, but there's your pole sitter, Jonathan Madden. You've got to think that him, Dave and Huda Ludis are going to have a great battle together here. I'm probably going to get a lot of notifications that these cars are crashing. I'm not quite sure how to do that. Where's the speed threshold? I'm trying to have a quick look here. Crash speed threshold, there we go. Let's set that to 20. As the lights are coming on then, the revs rise, and they're away. Great start by Madden, seems to have pulled a bit of a gap on Gaspers. There's a couple of guys trying to slipstream each other then. That's Ty Kim in the Castrol livery in 4th place. It seems that, well, I don't quite know how, but Kip Stevens is damaged as hell off the line. Not sure how that started, but let's have a look at the battle for the lead then. It's Gaspers side by side with Madden. There's a great battle of 5 here. That's Huda Ludis, Ty Kim, Shaw as well have broken away. Side by side, 2 by 2. Still side by side out of turn 1. Gaspers has disappeared for a sec. That's not going to help him. There's a car off in the background. I think that's Jeff Vincent. It is. Slipping down the order. And the number 16 car's damaged there. That's Derek Hutchins as well. But look at the state of Kip Stevens' car. I'm not quite sure what you've done to that kit, but he's obviously not off to a good start. Gaspers then down the inside of Madden to take the lead. The numbers 1 and 2 cars together. Ty Kim has actually made his way up to 3rd place now in the Castrol livery car. In the background, there's side by side as well. That's Pellegrini and Jeff Jacobson. Kip somehow still commenting on a YouTube broadcast, even though it's on the race. He said, "Oh, that's the number 12 car around. That's Gortatowski." Not sure how he's done that. We'll have a quick look. Might have just lost it on the brakes and then planted it. Savaganders. Yep, lost it on the brakes, planted it, didn't come back around. Huda Ludis has passed Ty Kim for 3rd place near the front of the field. as these boys now, this is going to be a slipstreaming battle all race. If these 5 can break away, it's going to be fantastic to watch. But you're looking at Gaspers at the moment getting away from Madden, then it's Hoodludis, Kim and Shaw. Swilio Almeida has gained 2 places up to 6th place there. He's got Alberto Pellegrini right behind him now. Pellegrini has cleared Jeff Jacobson. I think Pellegrini had a bad start because he dropped 2 places originally and now he's got 1 back. Andrew Love is the biggest mover in the field at the moment, 10th place, 6 positions gained. Fantastic stuff. Kip Stevens still going somehow in that car. I don't really know how he's done that, but we'll have a quick look right back to the start. Oh, well, a couple of guys jumped the start. That's not how it's done. A couple of guys then don't go, and is he just going to plough into the back of him? Oh, yeah, that's just... Okay. Dave Gaspers then leads the way. I'm going to look back from the gearbox then, and that is going to be Jonathan Madden coming alongside down the straight. And Scott, it made me authorise that comment then because you said the word prick, you naughty fucking boy. Shutko's in the pit lane. Jeff Vincent's gone off track apparently for 7 seconds. Let's have a look what's happened to him. Is he going to lose it on the brakes? Is he going to lose it on the brakes? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to clip the grass on the outside? He's just going to go straight on and then lose it on the brakes. Please don't clip another car. Please, Jeff. No, you good. You good. Okay. Jonathan Madden then still leading the race, only just from Dave Gaspers as he runs wide. It's these 5, like I said. Pellegrini has cleared Swilio Almeida in the background. Gortatowski's just passed Derek Hutchkins there for 12th position as well. He obviously lost a few places when he spun it on lap 1. Madden side by side with Gaspers. Kim is now showing ahead of Hoodludis. They're 3 wide nearly into turn 3 or 4. Or I don't know what fucking corner it is. Hoodludis in the Marlboro livery. Oh, Gaspers gets it sideways there. Who's that off in the background? That's got to be that's got to be Pellegrini in what is actually a Benetton livery, giving it absolute stacks there, just flying off. Let's have a quick look back at that. I believe that's turn 4 that you're on about. Does he get some help? Oh no, he just loses on the brakes and just goes straight on. Nice little bit of a bounce there. Hopefully he doesn't break the suspension or anything. As we look back again at the lead, look at this lot. You've got Madden, Gaspers, Hoodludis, Kim and Shaw. Shaw just sort of sticking with the back of this. These guys are now in where they the same positions they started in. Michael Shaw, the Canadian there. Biggest move is still Andrew Love though. 10 places gained. Started 6th. I'll have the timetable up on the left and show you the gains that everyone's made. You can see it's moved around a lot. Shutko and Pedrosa obviously involved in incidents near the beginning. You can see Gaspers and Madden changing places again and again. As Gaspers down the inside then. A little bit later on the brakes, gets it turned in, keeps the line, great stuff. But now, Madden's going to come back at him. So close, these guys here. We're going to go on board with Tay Kim then, in 4th place, watching it all unfold in front of him. He's in the old Jaguar XJ9 livery. Castrol 1. Right behind us is Michael Shaw. You've got to think that Michael's going to be rubbing his hands together here going, go on boys, just knock each other off, go on. Have an accident. As the game of slipstreaming begins up the straight then. Apparently Derek Hutchkins has gone off the track as well, let's have a quick look. Oh, don't clip that inside grass, Derek, or you're going to be going flying around, son. Or did that just count as an... Oh no, there's the off track coming up. There it is. He did well to keep it in a straight line though. So we go back live then. Madden leads, Gaspers 2nd, Hoodludis 3rd, Kim 4th, right behind Hoodludis. I'm really sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but it sounds fucking hilarious. Michael Shaw is in 5th, watching it all happen in front of him. Jeff Jacobson is 6th. How far back is he? 5 seconds. He's got Swilio Almeida behind him. You can tell the difference though. These guys clearly in lower revs than the others. Pellegrini is now going back through the field. He's catching up to Carl Vetters, who has a slight bit of damage in the back right corner. Kip Stevens is where he started, in 15th, and that looks like a new car for Kip. Certainly is. It's a lot straighter than the other one. Shutko's in the pits. Jacobson gets ahead of Vetters, according to the timing screen. Not quite sure how or why that just changed, because they're obviously miles apart. Gaspers has re-inherited the lead though. He's ahead of Madden now, then Hoodludis, Kim, Shaw, just as they were before. Gaspers and Madden are the two guys just having at it at the moment, going as quick as they can. Gaspers all over the place there, correcting the car as it goes through the gravel, side by side between Kim and Hoodaludis then. Kim going round the outside. Michael Shaw's going to be laughing. Kim just stepping back in line there. You see a nice bloom effect on the rear brake lights that iRacing have implemented recently. It was probably about a few months ago now, but I don't use iRacing much other than broadcasting. Here's the game of slipstreaming. Are we going to see Madden pop out from behind Gaspers? He's looking to the left a little bit. Kim is looking to the right. Hoodaludis is going to go on the brakes though. It's Hoodaludis actually going down the inside of Madden there. Brilliant stuff. Gaspers looks like he's run wide. He's going to end up on the gravel, is he? No, he's kept it on the curb. His position's changing all around him as well in the background. But it's actually Hoodaludis who's made the move now and got the lead. Brilliant stuff. Ahead of Gaspers, then Madden. Fantastic work there from Dimitrios. He's actually got a little bit of damage on there. Not sure where or when he got that. But look at the run that Gaspers has got up the straight. Fantastic. And Madden's going to get slipstream off him. Are they going to go 3 wide? No, they've actually got enough of an overlap to not go 3 wide now. Two by two then into turn 1. Kim's going to go down the inside of Hoodaludis. Gaspers is on the outside. Kim's going to go down the inside of him as well now. Is he going to try and get it done at turn 2? No. There's a tiny bit of an overlap though between him and Hoodaludis. Just got to be careful. Interesting to see someone paint headlights onto this car. It makes it look even uglier. But as I said at the beginning, it's just these boys. As you see in the background there, Suelio Almeida defending for his rip stream. Stream died. That absolutely sucks. Well, we've disconnected unfortunately from the race. That's really annoying. What I'm going to do is just quit out of the sim, and we're going to try and get things back. If you just give us a couple of moments, we will get back with it. 1 sec. Okay, it's allowed us to rejoin. Sorry about that there. That's the lovely world of Vodafone just having one of its many blips. That's the issue you get with fast internet, I've found. The quicker your internet is, the more frequent it is that it drops out. Looks like as well the Apex timing that I've got here has actually gone down the pan, so it's not connected. Apparently we've been rejected from the session. Why? You're already connected to this session. Well, I'm fucking not, clearly. It must just have a bit of a delay on us being kicked out, I imagine. Let's try it again. Sorry about that though, that's real kick in the balls that is, because it was going very well and it was becoming very entertaining. Is it going to let us rejoin? I really hope it is. It says it's preparing the session. Okay, it's letting us back in now. So we will be back on board momentarily. Thank you to those that have stuck around, I really appreciate it. It does say 5 people are watching. I'm not sure how much I believe that or not, but obviously one of them is me on my iPad. We do have the everything in here then. Let's just hide the timing table. We're going to have to quit the live timing and come back in. Let's just get rid of the overlay for a second. We'll just kill it. Is there anyone still there? There's been no comments for a little bit, so I'm not sure whether it's all still working. Okay, we should be in any second now then. Okay, there we go. We're in. Right. Jonathan Madden then is apparently race leader. With Take Him second. Gasper's third. Hoodaludis is in fourth. Let's just get all this stuff back on the screen. There we go. Right. Love it. So that's not Swelio Almeida, clearly. That needs to piss off. I think we just need to refresh the little cache for this thing. Hang on. There we go. Right. Well, it's clearly not Swelio Almeida, so why? I'll have to just... Oh, I don't even know. Help me, Scott. We're currently looking then at race leader David Gaspers with Jonathan Madden alongside Take Him. Let's kill everything. Apparently we're on lap 4 out of 10, but that's completely wrong. Apologies for this. It's gone down the pan. The whole thing has gone down the pan. As these boys are battling still in the background. Take Him down the inside of Madden there. Hoodaludis in second. Yeah, it won't let me do anything on here. Let's try reloading the iRacing project within the timing. Camera controls and everything's still working. It's just that the overlay has shagged itself. Going to try it a few times and just see what we've got. Realise that the music's still playing as well. Shut up. Well, we've got a great battle going on, but unfortunately we see that still works even. Got the UI on, yeah, all that works. It's just not it's not giving us what we want, I'm afraid. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong for Jonathan Madden. He's had a nightmare. I'm having a nightmare. I can't get rid of the overlay. It just won't work. But it's all gone wrong for Madden. We're going to have a quick look back. Here he goes then. 3 wide with Take Him and Dave Gaspers. He's just way too hot into there, isn't he? He's just, he was optimistic and he's just gone in way too hot. At least he got it going again though. As we look live now then at race leader Take Him. He's certainly trying to take him. Is Hoodaludis. Shaw still in 4th then. Well, I say still in 4th. He was obviously in 5th earlier. Now he's in 4th. He's just watching it all happen. He's having a bit of an easy ride. Whoa, just say that though. That's not an easy ride at all. Big slide through there. Big drifterino on. And it's side by side for the lead now. Take Him and Hoodaludis. Dave Gasper's got a great view of this. It's that much of a good view. He's going to go in the middle of them. Brave man, braver than you and I. As yeah, Kim gets out of it, understandably. And that's why Dave Gaspers has 8,000 I rating, ladies and gentlemen. He's through the middle and he takes the lead. As Shaw goes a little bit wide there. Derek Hutchins is actually doing really well for himself. He's gained a lot of places. Kip Stevens still going at the moment. You're not looking at Swelio Almeida. I am sorry about that. I'm trying to update the overlay, but it's not my friend. It's really not my friend. I'm going to quit the timing and just try one more time. Just to see whether I can get it to work. Let's just see if we can get it back. No, it's still broken, I'm afraid. Just gonna have to go into it blind. As we look at Kip Stevens then, Dimitrios Houdaloudis is still leading the way. I say that's still leading the way. He's obviously got the lead back from Gaspers, but this is what the racing's all about in these Spec Racer Fords. Always fighting each other. I'm just not having any luck. It's just, oh, they're constantly battling up ahead. Houdaloudis and Gaspers always changing positions. Okay, it says it's been 20 minutes then. So this will be the final lap as far as I know. Let's just get the UI open for a minute. We can't, no, there's no flags or anything up there. As they're right behind him now then. Gasper's still in the lead somehow. Houdaloudis was not expecting him to come across. Oh, they just avoid contact. Only just. Houdaloudis has obviously gone wide because he was going too hot into there. Take him now takes second place. Michael Shaw is in fourth still. Jonathan Madden is in fifth. He's still within, well, he's within distance. Now, interesting thing for me. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I can see the live timing on my my stream, but not actually on my little thing on here. Let's just quickly whack that on. Just want to try and see whether I can update the overlay. I'm really sorry about this. Bit of a letdown, really, that the connection has gone. What we can try is this. Let me just try this. Okay, there we go. We have stuff. It's sort of doing things. Okay, we have stuff now. Okay, we've got it working again. I've figured out how you do it. That will do, boys. So as we look at the track map then, which is something I've not implemented in this yet, you can see the spread of the field at the moment. As we look back at the race leaders, and Dave Gaspers still leading the way. Take him right behind him now. And Houdaloudis is still in there as well, trying to get past him. Side by side across the line, then Houdaloudis has taken the lead. These guys are still setting the fastest sectors of the race. Jonathan Madden somehow is actually setting this fastest sectors. Not quite sure how that's happening. Kip Stevens has gone off track. I'll have to have a look at what's happened to him. Coming down to turn one. Oh, Kip, no. Keeps the car going though. Good stuff. Gaspers is still back in the lead. Kip's right in with the leaders now. Houdaloudis is going to get a bit of slipstream off him. He stays out of the way. Take him is looking in the middle. Michael Shaw just playing it safe still. He's just played a really patient game so far as Michael Shaw. Great racing by him. Still Dave Gaspers holds the lead. One more lap after this one then. Kip Stevens is actually last at the moment, unfortunately. Dimitri Shutko is still on track. Nuno Pedrosa They all are, to be fair. We haven't actually lost anyone that didn't start the race. Don't forget that logo. You can see pit stops as well. Obviously, some of the guys further down. According to this, no stops. Actually, I understand why. That's because we've reloaded the overlay, so you can pretty much ignore most of the information you're going to see. These guys have been fantastic, though, to watch. Dave Gasper's then leading it from Hoodaludis, Kim, Shaw, Madden, Swilly Almeida. Himself and Jeff Jacobson are still close together on track. Jeff just catching the grass a little bit there through the kink. That must have been scary in these sort of cars. Fantastic to see, though. As here we go then, coming onto the straight. Let's watch it from Michael Shaw's point of view. Could even go from the chopper view. Hoodaludis then pops out to the right. This is the battle. And Take Him is going to go to the inside, is he? No, he gives Hoodaludis a bit of a bump. White flag, final lap, boys. Gasper's still around the outside then. Hoodaludis gets an overlap and gets ahead into first place. Take Him's going to try and take second. Michael Shaw is actually trying to make the moves now. He's been patient, but you've got to think that he's just going to go for it and give it everything on this final lap. He's nearly making contact with Take Him. I think he did. And Hoodaludis is away. He is absolutely away. Looking back there, you can see Gasper's closing in quickly. David knows he can't make the move there. You can hear the fantastic sounds of the Spec Racer Ford there. It does say that we've only been in the race 7 minutes, but you know what it means. It's just because of the overlay being reloaded. But these guys are showing us how it's done. Jacobson and Almeida still fighting together. There's another battle further down as well. Pellegrini and Gortatowski. I'll have to come back to those guys though, because it's Gasper's now. Oh, a bit of a slide there by David. I think also Shaw got out of shape. Has Shaw spun it? He must have done. Let's have a quick look. He's going to lose the place to Madden as well. He just sort of disappeared from our camera view and then didn't reappear. Does he lose it on the brakes? Because he's avoiding these guys in front. Yeah, yeah, it's easy to do in this car. It's horrible. But he's chasing Madden down now. But this is the fight for the lead then into the final few corners. Dave Gasper is side by side with Hoodaludis. Take Him's going to be trying to slot in somewhere here and get a position out of it as well. Down the inside those masters. Hoodaludis is hit by Take Him. Really unfortunate there. I was waiting for it to happen. And is Madden actually going to make it through? He is. Madden and Shaw, ever the opportunist. They come through, but Dave Gaspers is going to take the win. Providing he doesn't bin it here, obviously. Greatly driven race, though, by David Gaspers. He really, truly deserves that. There's a reason he's got 8,000 I rating, and I imagine this is one of them. Michael Shaw, though. Oh, Shaw's lost it at the last corner. No. Not sure what's happened there. Get it. He's got a lot of damage on the rear end, though. Oh, don't tell me he gets clipped by Take Him as well. He does. Take Him didn't even slow down there. He's made a bit of a name for himself in this final part of the race. But there you go. Gaspers wins it. Madden second. Hoodaludis third. Kim fourth. Shaw fifth. Jacobson beats Almeida to the line then at the end. Vetter's 8th. Andrew Love has gained 7 places in this race and will come across the line in 9th. Oh, apparently Vincent, Pellegrini, and yeah, all these guys have gone off track somewhere. Oh, they're all fighting together. Oh no, Gortatowski out of control. Pellegrini's going to lose it as well. Oh, crazy stuff. Let's look at Vasilescu then coming across the line in 11th. Pellegrini's going to be not far down the road as he comes up the hill to finish 12th. Gortatowski brings it home in 13th in, strangely, the exact same livery I used to run in, and still find that a bit weird. Jeff Vincent's going to finish where he started eventually, in 14th place. Where's Kip Stevens? He's only here. He's down in 18th place. He's giving it a go though, as Kip, for the sake of the stream. We'll go on board with him then for one last time. That lovely polyagonal steering wheel that you can see there, and those high detail mirrors. Look at that high res helmet livery as well. iRacing does outdo itself sometimes. It's not an easy car to drive though, this, to be fair, so for Kip to be doing laps that are only within sort of 5 seconds of the leaders is actually pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure what experience he has in this before, but I don't expect a BSR Spec Racer Ford Series anytime soon, let's put it that way. So as we wait for Kip to bring it round, we'll put a bit of music on for him to finish racing. That thing sounds fucking terrible. Vincent crosses the line then to finish 14th. Horniak has gone off the track somewhere, I think. He's back on. He's got going. Shutko's coming after him though. Is Shutko going to beat him across the line? Go on, son. Go on, son. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? He does. Shutko beats Horniak on the line. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's Kip Stevens then. I don't know if you can hear me, but go on, son, give it a... Magical stuff there by Kip Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. 18th in the race. He's going to be classified as the car... Well... Brilliant stuff. Thanks for the entertainment, Kip. That's really appreciated. Big contribution to the stream. Oh, let's see that one more time. Comes around the final corner then with that beautiful, immaculate car. You can see where the others have gone off before. And, yeah. Does it all himself, obviously. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, without further ado then, we'll split it back a little bit. I'll just get some of the replay up from before in the race. Let's just watch some of these boys for a bit. So, that was that then. We'll get the results up now overall. Brilliant race to watch that, I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed that. Shame about the guys at the end there. Hoodeludis finishing ahead of Kim. I believe Kim would have let him have the place anyway. The 1-2-3 cars finish 1-2-3. That's Gaspers, Madden, Hoodeludis. Really well deserved win by Gaspers there though. Take him finishing 4th, Michael Shaw in 5th, leaving the two Canadians together on the track as they started. Jeff Jacobson finishes 6th with Suelio Almeida. I'm going to get that name right soon, I'm sorry mate. Finishes 7th with Carl Vetters in 8th, Andrew Love 9th. He gained quite a lot of places in that one, so fair play to him. Derek Cutchins rounds out the top 10 with Vasilescu 11th, Pellegrini 12th, Gorta Tavsky in 13th, Jeff Vincent 14th, Nuno Pedrosa in 15th, Dimitri Shutko 16th, Jeff Horniak in 17th, and our friend Kip Stevens finishing in 18th position. Well, I really enjoyed that. It's been an absolute pleasure to do this. I'm hoping that it gets some views and people will enjoy what I do. Just got to put a bit of a fun twist on comms sometimes and swear your fucking head off. Who gives one? Let's just enjoy motorsport for what it is. That's what it's all about. It's a fantastic thing that we all have to share in this hobby, sim racing. It's beautiful. So, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks very much to Alex Simpson, Pascal Higlin, and just anyone at Apex Racing TV for getting me to where I am today, and for obviously allowing me to use this beautiful overlay that you see before you. I mean, it's a fantastic thing. We're not at Okayama, it's not the iRacing Production Car Challenge, and it's probably not partly cloudy even. I'm Chaz Draycott. I've enjoyed this a lot, and hope you have too. Thanks very much for your time.